Hello and welcome back to the 2025 College Disc Golf National Championships. We are here for the D1 team, thank you, D1 team women's final round here in Rock Hill, South Carolina. I'm Alexis Kerman.
And I'm Felix Vega, joining you once again in the booth. Big shout out to Infinite Disc for making this coverage possible. Switching venues, Alexis, a brand new course with a redesign from last year.
Major redesign from last year. We're here at Camp Cannon, and it's a private course on, how would you guess, a camp property.
Yes.
And it's a cool course. It's beautiful, and they did such a good job at redesigning it after the hurricanes came through last year. It was crazy. On our lead card going into our last team round for the finals, we've got Liberty University's Grace Wilson and Cami Lazo. They have been killing it all week long. It's been an amazing thing to watch.
Yeah, real powerhouse team. Great synergy between the two of them. These two ladies trying to catch them. Madeline Joyner, Atlanta Krueger, Emporia State University, once again trying to make the charge here on this final day to claim a national title themselves.
They're also killing it, and I know that both of these women right here want it so bad. So we're excited for this final round here at hole 1. It's a par 3. You've got this kind of gap off of the tee, and you really just want to push it straight at this tree line and then sort of just fade in here to the basket on the left at only about 211 feet, but I think it plays a little longer around that bend. The other thing is there's a lot of sand on this course, so you can't really rely on skips.
Cami, Lazo, and Grace Wilson.
Liberty out in full force supporting their ladies today. Beautiful to see. As you'll see, this gallery throughout this round just keeps growing and growing as more players came off the course. They joined in to watch.
Ooh, did she just go between those two trees?
Sneaks right through.
A little rude roll.
But still up top on the shelf.
Still up top on the shelf. I'd say this pin is really hard to get in the right placement because there's all those trees around it. It looks like Cami early releases this one, but they can get up and down for a par from either one.
Emporia State University, Atlanta Krueger and Madeline Joyner.
Atlanta going back to this truth she's been throwing all week.
Making EMAC proud.
Oh yeah, that EMAC truth. She laces gaps with this. Let's see what she can do with it.
Just needs to miss that tree, just clipping it. That's going to put her down at the bottom of that
Hill area?
Hill thing. Yeah.
Sand hill?
Valley? I don't know.
Madeline Joyner. Oh, look at this.
Getting
Wait, what? Okay.
Gets a little roll back.
She's on top of that little hill pit valley thing.
Yeah.
So that'll be good. Yeah, they're looking at the pin here. Yep.
Just front left side of the pin there. Very difficult. It's a very specific area you have to land to even give yourself a legitimate birdie look on this hole.
Yes. I'd say going long and coming in from that backside for a putt is best case scenario, just with these thick trees around that pin. Atlanta can run it full force.
Did.
I like it. If you haven't tuned into the rest of coverage for our Collegiate Women's D1 division, they play best shot doubles. So we're going to watch them all throw and take the best shots on all the drives and approaches and putts. Yeah, those trees are just right there for you.
There's a couple of short tap-ins left to get the par here. This one statistically was the second easiest hole of the day.
I'd say taking par on this course is going to be really good, so I'm very excited to see how both of these programs are going to attack the course because it is the hardest course out of the 3 they play this week.
Liberty's been aggressive all week, and now they've got a little bit of a lead that they're trying to protect, so we'll see if there's any changes in the strategies we head here into hole 2.
Yes, it's a par 3, about 254 feet. It's a very technical tee shot. You've got a lot of small trees and then this not really large gap to punch through to then kind of get up into this mound of sand where the pin's sitting on. And I would say you have a forehand line, or you can try and really punch in a backhand through this middle gap I think Grace is looking at.
A little early on the left side there, and it's going to get punished.
Look at all those scraggly trees. That's like, they have to get through all of that.
Yeah.
A par on this hole is definitely very, very good. Ooh, a little early release there by Cami.
Okay, so a little bit of adversity to deal with here for Liberty for the first time in this round. Let's see if ESU can capitalize here.
They get further down the fairway, so maybe a gap. Kind of kicked left to those spindly trees. Oh, this looks great.
Madeline throwing her buzz right up the middle.
Ooh, let's go. Great shot by Madeline.
Got a tempo here for Grace. She loves leaning on these things for these little forehand flex shots like that.
Ooh, goes a little long there down the back slope of that hill, but they are putting. See if Cami can get it closer. Also taking that high flex forehand line. Goes a little long too. Okay. We have not seen Liberty really mess up too much, honestly. Yeah. They've been playing super clean and a true partner golf, picking each other up on some mistakes here.
That one sails long. So Emporia here likely going to lay up here to secure the par, knowing that Liberty does not have a guaranteed par with the putts they have left.
Just as you said.
Uphill putt here with some danger.
Ooh, last branch. Oh, looks like it
rolled.
Watching
it roll, yep. So now do they lay up here? Do they run it?
This team aspect really brings in a lot of conversations with each other, and so when you have a really good connection with your partner, it just makes the rounds more fun, but also you can attack it at like a more strategic in a strategic way. So it's fun to see kind of how they interact with each other.
For sure. Emporia State strikes first, getting a stroke back.
Getting a stroke.
Ben's a pro who spent $25 on his premium driver and threw it 413 feet, which means he spent about 6 cents per foot for his shot. Matt's a total noob, but he only spent $5 for his premium driver on discountdiscgolf.com. He throws his 213 feet, which means Matt only spent 3 cents per foot for his shot, making him the clear winner in this distance battle. Cheap discs are better. It's science.
All right, we're here on hole 3, another par 3, 270 feet. You basically want to follow this fairway. We've got the river on this right side now that can definitely come into play. You're just trying to throw a slower fairway probably to fade around the bend, but not be off the fairway and then pitch over to this island. I doubt we see too many people getting to the island, but I think this card definitely has a distance too.
For sure.
Ooh,
this looks great.
This looks
just
so
needs to fade.
good. Yes.
Beautiful.
Perfect landing zone.
And it frees up Atlanta to be more aggressive now if she wants to. She's riding that right side.
A little straight. Yeah. Oh, yep. Too straight. That's that river. OB area definitely can come up on you, but Madeline was in a great spot.
Yeah.
Grace getting, this is great and inside, so that should be safe.
Beautiful shot. Hugging that inside left line like you said the entire way.
Let's go, Cami. Oh, boom. Oh.
I saw what she was going for and I liked it. Yeah.
Cami has a lot of power. It's been really cool to watch.
It's that bird that Madeline has been throwing beautifully all week and continues to do so.
Let's go.
She's automatic with that thing.
She is. I feel like anyone I know who throws a bird are kind of automatic. It's cheap disc.
Oh, goodness.
Little throw-in attempt by Atlanta. I tried to throw the berg and wasn't happening when I could.
You just have to get used to it. I have one in my bag that Eric Oakley gave me, and I didn't understand it at first. But once you like learn it, and you're like, oh, you're trying to throw.
This is what it's supposed to do. Okay.
You're like, oh,
Let's
this
go.
is great. Good bit there.
Cami gave it the height. Yep.
You're parked. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You're parked. I'm gonna run it. There's literally no reason not to try some cool things and try to throw it in when you're playing doubles, especially best shot doubles.
Worst shot's a whole nother strategy.
Oh no, I don't know.
Or alternate shot.
Does not sound fun. Yeah, alternate shot. Yeah, different story there.
On the hole 4, very tight shot here. Just 179 feet, but you've got to navigate a lot of trouble here.
Yeah, you can go down this left side, which is really kind of a turning backhand. You can throw a forehand, but look how narrow it is until you get to that OB on the right side edge area. There's also a hyzer over the right side river, and there is a big gap to kind of fade in. That's the gap I took. It's open with like a zone or something. Just anything you can trust to hit that gap with and fade. But Madeline's going this inside with the forehand. This looks really nice, and it is really nice. Yep.
Circles edge with her zone there.
I just think that forehand is really hard to push far enough to get to the pin on that inside. And Atlanta's going to take, I would say they would call this in this in this FA1 grouping like a very aggressive line, and it pays off.
It does. It's scary though. You have to trust your disc and your line.
And really know that like I can hit that gap up there. Grace going with the forehand.
That needs to hold on.
It looks like it does.
Let's see.
Oh, we got some teammates running up. Oh,
that's the X, unfortunately. Out of bounds there.
Okay. Cami's going a backhand through the small gap to the left. Hits the line.
Yeah.
That's safe.
Hits the whole line. Goes way long at the pin, it looks like.
Yeah, so that was her M4. Definitely pushed that past the pin here. So they've got this look coming back for birdie.
Okay. And again, Cami's going to run this, no doubt, because Grace is right there. That's a hard putt, you know, over the hill, and also knowing if I sail long, that's going in the river.
Yeah.
Great birdie by Emporia State. They pick up another stroke. Now, Liberty has a cushion, I'd say, but what is definitely the hardest course for this field, anything can happen if Liberty is off at all, and Emporia is capitalizing so far, so that's really cool to see.
They need to.
They need to. We're on hole 5 now, a par 3, about 331 feet. It is just downhill off of the tee, and it's just this land in the fairway. You've got this beautiful fairway here. You have enough room to work forehand or a backhand. Ride the downslope elevation and try and park the pin if you can. And I think these ladies can do it.
I don't think there's a hole out here that they honestly can't access.
No. It does kind of have you throw a turnover shot that pans out, just like this from Madeline. Yes.
That's a putt. Absolutely.
That was beautiful. Okay, Atlanta. Ace or just pin it?
Aggressive turnover line with that trespass.
Flex out.
Starting
Through the
pan.
trees.
Hey, options. Good options.
Options, yep.
Right, that is options. Different options.
Both really great shots.
Yeah, about similar distances on either side of the pin, so they can pick which line they like the best for their birdie approach.
Okay, now slide on. No.
Oh, there's the cut. Okay.
That's okay, though. They're on the edge of the fairway. They will get up and down. See if Cami can pick them up here. Give them a birdie look. Ooh, a little wide.
A little wide with the shrike there. Catches a late tree on the left side of the fairway.
Oh, sit down. Yeah,
I was
great.
gonna say that sandy green should catch that and slow it down for them.
Perfect. Great up and down by Grace. Hopefully seeing a forehand run here by Cami.
Usually if she's got that M4, she's trying to give it a bid.
Do it.
And she is.
She's like, throwing it.
Oh,
My gosh. No way. That was the play, y'all. She was trying to bank it right off that tree and back. That would have been so cool.
All right, Emporia State with the chance to get 3 consecutive strokes back just off the top of the cage there for Atlanta.
Get it. Oh, that was better height by Madeline. I really liked the run. All right, finishing out this hole with some pars. No harm, no foul. I know Emporia State, again, like we said, they'd love to get this birdie. They need to get as many as they can if they want that championship title. And I know they've been hunting it since last year, so we'll see what they can do.
For now, the lead remains 18-13.
Collegiate Nationals debuted in 2007, fueled by the vision of Pete May, with support from his good friend and Innova co-founder, Harold Duvall. Innova has been all in since day one, and we've been presenting sponsor ever since. So thank you to the players, the staff, the volunteers, and all of the sponsors who helped make this event possible. At Innova, we see a bright future in college disc golf, and we are proud to be part of the journey.
Welcome back to the action here. We're moving on to our first par 4 on this course, hole 6 at 586 feet.
Yes, this is a par 4, very long and technical hole. I actually think it might be a par 5.
Oh.
Yes, I think Live had it incorrect, but
Okay.
they did get it switched. So this is a par 5, very technical, a very fair fairway. As you can see, it's snaking down to that pin. The first shot here, we just want to land into this fairway, slight hyzer finish.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, sneaks through.
She's a little on that left edge. You'd want to be more centered. As you can see, there's a lot of those small trees right there. Let's see if Madeline can get them in the center of this fairway. Oof, it flips up so nicely. Settle. Oh, she just
right
wanted to
next to
join her join her teammate over there. Hi. Okay, Grace kind of yanks it, but can it get back to the fairway?
Oh, it sneaks through.
That's a great spot. They'll be lined up on that next gap over a little mound. Oh, she was really trying hard
Yes,
on
she
that
was.
one, wasn't she? She
Just
says,
trying
"I'll
to-
just pick that up.
Just trying to ace it is what it was.
Let me ace this par 5." Yeah, so that right tree, they get a great kick to the center. That is that kind of lane and that sunny spot area you see. You're trying to do a slight turnover. Let's see if Cami can hit that.
Is it
A little too
early?
much.
Yeah.
Yes.
It kind of gets a friendly rollout though.
Got some friendly fairway finds here. That's great. Okay. So yeah, you can see this left side is just a lot of stuff over here. Pitch out. All right, they pitch out. They're kind of right side, not the best spot to get a lot of progress on their third.
Yeah.
See if Atlanta can get in the fair. Oh, roller?
Roller's
Oh,
gonna
I
end
like
up.
this.
It just didn't quite
No.
turn over, so it held the cut and went right side. So they're close to each other.
Okay.
Over on that right side here, as you can see, really just a pitch out zone from here.
Playing what is that kind of golf where they just follow each other?
Just partner golf.
Yeah. It's like
I've already done that.
there's like some saying for it.
Almost army golf where you're going left, right.
But together, it's like,
Yeah.
no, do opposite things.
Yeah.
They're pitching out though. Madeline's going maybe more aggressive. Looks
Trying
like,
to, but gets
caught up.
yeah.
There's a lot of stuff if you're off of the fairway on this course. But again, I think the fairways are really fair. Oh, hi, Cami.
Yeah, I feel like the right side is a little more punishing than the left side on this hole. A few more chances to scramble if you're left versus right.
Yeah, they say they got a really great kick up to this fairway that's on a mound, another
Another mound,
sandy
yeah.
mound with a lot of spindly vines and stuff around it. So you also kind of want to get in a good spot so you have an open putt. Okay. I think Grace is up there somewhere.
Yeah, she's off to the front right
Okay.
with a look. That's that berg.
Go, bird. Yep,
Right
they're
on the side.
putting. Yep.
Oh, yank.
She said it. She yanked it.
Yeah. Rolling down on the backside there.
I always found it hard when I played collegiate team doubles. Like, if my partner did something fantastic, I was surely going to yank it or do something not fantastic. Ooh,
Good bid.
that was a great bid. And they should have sat right there so Cami can give this a good run, give it a little more height.
Footing also hard here. You're
Yes.
on sand, sloping back. As
You can see, yeah.
Just to maintain balance is a struggle there. You don't want a foot fault inside the circle. Yes, you also dealing with a similar footing issue, but
No
not a problem.
problem. Let's go. Great putt.
That's tiring to go up that hill too.
So tiring.
That's sand. If you've ever run on a sandy beach, you know what we're talking about.
So Emporia picks up a birdie.
Mm-hmm.
Do they both birdie?
Yeah, they both got 4s, I believe.
Love that.
Yeah.
So matching each other. Okay. As we go into hole 7, a par 5, 567 feet. This one's also difficult. You just want to stay in this grassy fairway. Again, left or right is just danger, and you can't make too much progress up the fairway if you're off of it. You're kind of turning over off of the tee, and then another slow turning shot, and then hopefully just pitching something up to the pin for a birdie putt. But again, a par on this hole isn't too bad either. But we just saw them break down that other par 5 really well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh, this is the shot. Yes, this is the shot.
Perfect.
Oh my gosh, that was so beautiful. Made you turn around over there.
That's that supreme escape that we've seen Atlanta throw a ton this week, and it seems like every time she throws it, it's doing exactly what she wants.
Oh, and this forehand was gorgeous by Madeline. It's harder with the forehand because you have to get around the corner and not skip off to the right to get as much distance as you want. Still executed very well. Grace
Oh
throwing.
my goodness. With the Mamba lacing it
Oh,
right
look
by.
at that.
Mm-hmm. Cami trying to ace again.
Do it! Roller! Oh, sit. Okay, it's fine. Her partner was right there.
Yeah.
Great shots by Atlanta and Grace. So now they're trying to, again, go around to the right. They're choosing the backhand turnover. That Mamba doesn't look like it's flipping as much.
Now going right towards EMAC there. They'll be on the edge.
Oh, right there.
Yeah.
It's fine. Holy cow.
Come on.
Holy cow.
She's going deep. She's going towards 8's tee.
Now I'm double guessing if this is a par 5. I'm like very sure it is. This is insane.
Yes, Mad.
Good shot, man. Perfect.
Right in the middle of the fairway there. Beautifully done with the buzz again for Madeline. And now that frees up Atlanta here to try to make an aggressive run at this.
Smoking it. Okay.
Got it, Atlanta.
Just a little bit inside there. There's a candy there waiting for Cami. So hole 7's the par 5. Is hole 6 the par 5?
I know where this one came from.
So they're both par 5s.
They're both par 5s.
Okay.
Keep getting the collection stuff over there.
Finding little treats on the course thanks to our buddy Conrad there leaving sweets behind. So this is shot number 3 here for Emporia State. That'll be a stress-free birdie.
Mm-hmm.
Got a chance to throw it in for eagle here.
Let's go. Oh. It's okay. Birdie. Great birdie. Let's see if Grace can get the eagle.
Oh my gosh.
So close. That was a great run. Okay, Cami. I know you hit these. Woo!
Right height, just left side.
Easy birdies for our leaders here at the top.
Well done there. And one more drop in here for birdie as well.
Nice work.
Moving on to hole 8, a par 3, 252 feet, but the danger on this hole comes at the back half.
Yeah, so this hole is one that they were all familiar with because this pin here used to be on the very top of that staircase, which was, the camera might not do it justice here, this drone, but it was very, very high up there and getting the right angle and if there was any wind. So they moved it down here. It's this kind of hanging, not hanging basket.
Yeah.
This tight gap here, yep, love the backhand turnover, riding the
cute.
hill, chill.
Oh, just too long.
So there's, yeah, out of bounds, pin high.
Yeah.
It'll probably still be if I trust that. It'll probably still be a putt. Go for it. It'll probably still be a putt.
Yeah, I remember last year watching teams kind of ping pong back and forth trying to make the putt. It was not fun.
There
So
were
I think
some
it was the
numbers.
right choice. Yeah, to bring
Yes,
it down.
it was definitely the right choice because it's not fun to watch anyone putt at this 8 times,
Yeah.
which was like no joke
Yeah.
what people were doing. So a good change. Still technical though, even though it's a short hole. Oh,
A little
okay.
early again there for Cami. So Liberty going to be pretty far back here trying to approach.
But you can see where they're going. Yep, just a little chip up forehand. Sit down though.
That's
Yes.
good there.
Great shot. Cami yanks that over too much, Anheuser, but they have that putt. So Emporia State decided to take the OB,
Yeah.
and try and make a putt.
Well, they were so far back in the fairway or off the fairway on their second shot that it probably would have been about the same amount of strokes to
result.
get to where they were to just have these looks. So, good putt.
Ooh, great putt. Front cage kept that in there. Yeah, I think that's where we see that strategy come in. What are they willing to try to attempt? And is it worth certain strokes?
Right. Especially as we're getting later in the rounds here. And you also have to keep in mind that there's 2 teams trailing behind Emporia State that are not far off and can catch them as well.
Yeah, we had Milligan
And Clemson.
and Clemson doing, really well. They were going back and forth under par there. All right, we're now here on hole 9, par 3, 337 foot. It's actually a par 4. Par 4. Because you go up and around, it's really hard to get to this pin in one shot off the tee. It demands a lot of distance and power on the right height and angle. So the best thing is to kind of throw up and over and hyzer before that backside.
Just needs to finish.
Just
This
like
looks
this.
great.
Yes, that was an excellent shot. She'll probably still be about 70 short of the pin. Circle 2 look.
I'll have an eagle look from there.
Yes, eagle bid from there.
Just gets caught up on that right side there.
Yeah, we really see Cami going for everything.
She
you
really
know.
is.
So she's just kind of off her lines a bit, which
Yeah.
this is woods golf and being off just hurts, but her partner's picking her up. This was a beautiful shot by Madeline right in the fairway here.
There's really not much better, I feel like.
Yeah. You heard that from Atlanta. Just not, Madeline executed her shot, so all Atlanta can do is just get as close as she can.
Yeah.
Also kind of yanks it, but it rides that backside and
It's
is
a
fading
stable disc.
in. Yes, also.
Kind of got robbed on the skip. That probably had another 30 feet in it.
I would agree. But, they're looking at that pin, as you see there. They can run it for their eagle attempt, too. So Liberty is behind them.
Long jump approach here.
Yep. All right.
That gives Cami the green light to be aggressive, which she's been all week.
I was wondering if she was going to backhand or forehand this. Yeah.
Running right at it. Just blows past.
I love the aggressive plays from the partners. It's so fun to see.
Emporia kind of doing the opposite strategy where they're letting Atlanta kind of run at these aggressive lines first, and then knowing that Madeline has been so pinpoint with that berg that she can just lay
it right under the basket for them. Yep. Yeah, it's interesting, again, the strategies. I know when I played with Renee, we would always do the layup first because we were, so afraid of messing the layup up. Yeah. And then we would run it. Yep.
About 12 feet left for the birdie, and they cash that one in.
And a tap in, or birdie for Liberty as well. So everyone's keeping on pace. Emporia, one stroke on the round, but they really need a little more there.
Yeah, and their time is running out. Just 9 holes left on this final day. This is it. We've also, like we said, we've got Clemson and Milligan, as you'll see here, making a charge from the chase, closing it to just within 2 strokes of Emporia State. So a lot going on here as we get ready to battle it out on these last 9 holes out here at the Canaan Disc Golf Facility. Beautiful place to be out here. If you're ever in this area, definitely suggest coming by.
It's really gorgeous. We're very excited that the venue was able to clean it up and make it beautiful for our national championships. Make sure to tune into that back 9 coverage. There's some exciting things about to happen. I feel it.
Absolutely. We're crowning a champion either way, so you definitely want to come back and check that out. Thanks so much to all the supporting staff out here. Thanks to our ace runners for making coverage like this possible, and Infinite Disc, Innova, all those associated with this incredible major. We'll see you right back here for the final 9 holes from the Collegiate National Championships.